Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are rebuilding the Toronto Raptors with Domontas Sabonis in NBA 2K26. There have been a lot of rumors surrounding Domontas Sabonis to the Toronto Raptors, and honestly, it might actually happen. There's been a lot of sources out there saying that that the Raptors and Kings have talked on a Sabonis trade, and there's legitimate interest, and he's a legitimate trade destination for the Toronto Raptors. And honestly, I feel like it would be a good addition for Toronto. Sabonis probably won't cost a lot at the moment right now. Also, the Kings are one of the worst teams in the NBA at the moment. So obviously, the Kings are selling on mostly all their players. Honestly, they're selling on Sabonis, DeRozan, Levine. Probably want to trade guys like Westbrook, Schroeder, Malik Monk. The guys are only the guys are probably think they're not trying to trade right now. Obviously, the younger guys are Raynome, Keegan Murray, but Keon Ellis, I think they trade as well. I think they also be willing to trade Darren Carter. Half this team is available for a trade at the moment, and the deadline is what, 2 weeks away, maybe even less than 2 weeks away. Honestly, I'm waiting for some trades to happen, man. But this is the trade we're going to be doing today. We're sending R.J. Barrett, Jakob Poeltl, Jacoby Walter, and 27 to protect the first round pick. Apparently, R.J. Barrett is the main part of this trade. Apparently, the Kings don't want to take on any long term salary, so that's why I didn't throw Quickly. I was being between the throw Quickly, Barrett in there, and since Quickly's contract is a 4-year deal, 32.5 million. I think it makes sense for them to have Barrett instead. And then Jakob Poeltl, somebody I think they would trade, obviously, Jacoby Walter in the first round pick. Then for Sabonis, some salary filler, Drew Bays and Doug McDermott. So I'm going to offer it. They actually agree with it without me using trade override, which I guess I didn't need trade override because I was actually offering the trade, and it was a pretty good trade for both sides. So the Kings get that, and just like that, we get Domantas Sabonis with the Toronto Raptors. So I like that move. Obviously, the Raptors right now, 27-19. Did they just beat the Portland Trailblazers? Well, if they did, I'll go ahead and put that for some. Actually, let me check really quickly if they did beat the Blazers. They actually did. So just like that, they'll be 28-19. So I'll put the force win in so they can go ahead and beat them really quickly. So they'll be 28-19. So I'm recording this like right after, like kind of late at night. But your new rotation heading into this season is something I'm about to fix. Obviously, Garrett Temple will not be starting shooting guard this year. Let me fix this really quickly. Your rotation heading into this season is going to be Manuel Quickly, Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, and Monty Wilson. I want Dick to be starting five because of his three-point shooting ability. No, he's not having the best season so far. He's actually shooting right now 29% from three, but I'm hoping he can get a lot better than that. Barnes, Sabonis, Sandro, he's been great for the Raptors this year. Colin Murray, Boyles, Oshai Abaji, Drew Eubanks, and then Jamal Shea, the team rotation. Jonathan Moa. Also heard that Oshai Abaji might be traded as well, so they want to get below the I believe it's like the first eight. I want to get out of the luxury tax, so I can see that happening. I can see a lot more moves happening for the Raptors, but we're doing this rebuild around Domantas Sabonis. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season, 28-19 right now. Let's keep it up. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins the MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Reed Shepard, six man. Depoy goes away. Most Bruno Miles, Kita. Denny of D winning clutch player. Coach Ewan Mark Dagnall. John Murphy, your executive. Major All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. At the end of the season, we finished off as the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. So we finished off 43-29 on the seed. We were one game away from the number 1 seed in the East. We were one of the best teams in the East. Offensive rating, team stats, we were number offensive rating was really bad at a 23. Okay, we need to definitely get our offense a lot better. Defensively, we were a lot better, though. We had the second best defense in the NBA, so we're really good defensively. It's not good at all, really, offensively, so that might be an issue. Player stats, we had about 22 from Brandon Ingram, 19 from Scotty Barnes, 15 from Sabonis, 14 from Quickly, 11 from Sandro, 9 from Colin Murray, 6 from Grady Dick, 6 from Jamal Shea, 5 from Drew Eubanks, 4 from Oshai Abaji, 3 from Doug McDermott, 3.5 from Jamison Battle. But in round 1, we do have the Boston Celtics, and I'll have to see if Jason Tatum came back. I'm going to shrink our rotation down to a 9-man and shrink the benches down to a 25. But did Jason Tatum come back for them? No, he's still injured. So Pritchard, White, Brown, Wallace, Kita, Simons, Luka Garza, Hauser, and Jason Tatum is still injured for them. And other than that, they're healthy. But against the Celtics, we are going to actually lose a 5 to that team. That's some team I did not expect to lose to, especially knowing we were fully healthy. But I guess it's whatever, man. It was kind of expected, I guess, as we got the Knicks and the Timberwolves, and then Timberwolves going to win the championship. Honestly, people and Anthony Edwards. So, in theory, we could make another trade because we didn't even use all our assets in that deal. I feel we got Sabonis for actually kind of cheap. Curry is going to retire, which is interesting. Curry and LeBron. So, Steph is just done, I guess. But heading into the draft lottery, we are going to be projected, or we're going to have the number 26 pick in the NBA draft, staff signing. I guess we'll keep Darko and then heading into draft night. Like I said, there's still possibility for another move. We got our center and stuff like that, but I still feel like this team could maybe move on from Emmanuel quickly in his contract. It seems like they don't want it. I don't think he's worth 32 million, but we could move on from him as well. Like I said, I think we keep Ingram, Barnes, and obviously Sabonis in the starting five throughout the video. Don't know much about Gritty Dick. I mean, we'll have to just figure it out. Looking at guys I would be interested in potentially for a trade. Well, honestly, I'm low key kind of looking at maybe like Andrew Nimhard in the Indiana Pacers. I feel like they got maybe a breakout in a smaller role, as you can see. But I'm also looking at Darius Garland on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like we need a point guard, and they're buying, and they have some guys available like DeAndre Hunter, Strus, and Merrill. But they have Mitchell and Untouchable, obviously. But I'm guessing Garland is available for a trade. Obviously, after failing to win a trade with 43 and 39, I think they would be willing to part with at least somebody in the offseason. Garland, I feel like he'd have similar value to what Trae Young just went for, maybe even worse value, honestly. For what Trae Young went for and what John Morant might go for, honestly, their value is really low. And like I said, I think if we can get Darius Garland, we need more offense. He would 100% help us out. We can hide his defensive struggles because we're the second best defense in the NBA, so we can obviously hide that. So trying to just take shots on guys here that could potentially like Jalen Suggs, I guess, and like I said, wouldn't say he's on a bad contract. He's 25 years old though. He at least provides more defense than Darius Garland. So I'm looking at Suggs. So somebody like that, somebody that could come in for us and be just a good player. Obviously we need that, but one of those guys. So when we look at what they average first, what will make the most sense. So Garland's defensive perimeter defense is a B. Okay, it's actually better than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. And then I was also looking at Suggs. Obviously, defense is an A plus. He's, like I said, a really good defender. So Suggs might be my number one target right now. 15 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, and he also is a good 3-point shooter. He might be. Well, I'd say we need more offense. So I think it'll make sense to bring in Garland here for some playmaking and offensive help. And then obviously we know what Nimhard brings to the table. He was averaging 14 points, 6 assists, 35%. We could push his tendency up, but I think I would have interest. Like I said, if it doesn't work out, we can trade him. But getting Sabonis, we got him to get another offensive hub in the building. I don't know. Do you want to go after Emmanuel? It would take Emmanuel Quickly's contract, and I guess it would just take Jamison Battle's contract down there. Do you really want to do this? This will probably get it done, even if we throw pick 26. It'll probably get it done. This is probably what I'm only going to offer for him, though. But do you want Garland or do we want Jalen Suggs? That's interesting. Like, I think I'll offer this. Honestly, I never went after. There's been a minute I went after Garland. I think he makes sense on the Raptors. They counter me. They want a top three, but they get 2020. Oh, they want a top three, but they 2020 pick. They give me a pick swap. They want an extra first round pick. I would just throw a couple of second round picks in there, and then I take out that. No, I take out this pick, and you guys still give me the swap. They're probably just I expected that. Okay, we'll have to take out this. So can we do something like this where I just give you guys second round picks? Instead, so can we just get it to this? They don't agree, so it probably would take either we could just throw another player like Shed, but he has a team option we'll have to hop into. So sure, I'll do the original trade, I guess. So I'll have to give them a set. Actually, no, we just give them 3 seconds and they give us a pick swap. Sure. I mean, like, we're getting Garland for really cheap, honestly. I guess he'd be better than I mean, really, what he really would be though. Like that's the thing. Would this really be an upgrade, or am I just doing it just to do it? Because obviously Garland is. I think this would be an upgrade, and I think it would be. It would just be kind of weird knowing like, but I think we're getting the better players, so I think that's all that would matter in this scenario. I think we're getting it for cheap, dude. So Garland, welcome to Toronto. He will give us a point guard that we can rely on here. That'll be a better fit for what we have right now. So we got Garland for cheap, and then we got Sabonis. So 2 stars were available. We wouldn't have them. I think I might move Ingram to the 3 and then move Dig to shooting guard. I think that'll make a little more sense for us. So I'll change that in a second. We don't have a pick anymore. We can go straight to qualifying offers, which we have Ochai Baji, which I guess will extend. I don't want it for like 13 million though. Seems kind of. Oh, I forgot about team player options, but thank goodness they accepted all these for me. We actually did have a pick there, and we can't remove them, so I'm skipping way too far, man. Ochai Abaji, if we can get him back for this, honestly, I wouldn't mind it. So 3 million for a year, sure. EJ Lawson, but I do want Ochai, and I want Sandro back as well. Like if he's want to come back, like, he's a really good backup center. But I don't think he's in our price range, though. Yeah, I really don't think he is. So actually, yes, we can re-sign him. I would be happy about that. I'm also gonna offer Ayo Desumnu a contract, so we're gonna get Ayo Desumnu, and then I did I not offer Sandro? I could have sworn I did. I guess not, but I still want him back for the minimum, so we'll sign those 3 guys. And just like that, we have Garland, Shed, Keaton Boozer. I'll move Desumnu to shooting guard as well with Gritty Dig. We'll have Scotty Barnes. We can give him a larger role as well. Abaji. We'll have Sabonis, Sandro, Mogbo, and then maybe Mobo Joss. I think this is a pretty good team that I think is ready to contend again next year. We got Scotty Barnes going up. We got Brandon Ingram going up. Sabonis up. Garland up. Grady Dick is up 4 to an 80. We got Murray Boyles going up to an 80. We got Aldisumu going up to an 80. Got Mobo going up to a 77. Shea going up to a 76. We got Chucky Hepburn. I guess the 2 guys came back to the qualifying offer. Elijah Martin and Chucky. Do we have new players in our team, or do we have just okay, we have 14 actually. So that's yeah, that is enough. So okay, we'll go into the next season now with obviously championship aspirations after getting Garland and Sabonis. Hopefully the Garland trade was right. Maybe we should have got Suggs. Well, time will tell. Like I said, time will 100% tell. Your rotation heading into this season is Garland, Gritty Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Simone. Actually, a really good starting 5. Aldisumu, Colin Murray Ball, Sandro, Jonathan Mogbo, and that will be our 9-man rotation. So actually, we'll go 10-man. They want to start Dasumu. I'm going to start Gritty Dick. I feel that makes a lot more sense for us, in my opinion. So yeah, I guess Shed will be the last guy. Then will be the backup guard. We have guys that sub in like Abaji, Boozer, these guys that I want to say they're on a 2-way contract. Well, now they're on the roster. Last thing I want to check here is shot tendency. So honestly, like I said, Ingram could obviously take his shots, which he needs to. I want Barnes to have a kind of a higher role here as well. So I'm going to push his touch and shots and zips like a 90. And Ingram also will take his shots. Sabonis. Yeah, I mean, I guess these 4 guys will be the main scorers. Garland already has I'll push his up to like a set. Okay, actually, I'm going to leave his the same. And then, like I said, don't want to have too much offense here, but this is kind of what I'm working for. It's a bonus. And then, yeah, we'll do something like that. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, this team works out. I think it will. So far, we haven't lost until now, but right now we have a solid record, but I think we can keep it up. Let's go. Yama is winning the MVP now. Just his 4th season. Rookie, you're going to Darren Peterson. 6-man Kolo Ware. Defensive player going to Wimby. Most of going to Zachary Rizeshay. Clutch player going to Tyrese Maxey. Coach, you're going to Mitch Johnson. Walt Baldwin, Executive of the Year, aka me. So it looks like I made enough moves to win Executive of the Year. Here's an all-NBA first team. I had LaMelo Ball making the first team. He's injured right now. Here's an all-NBA second team and all-NBA third team. Here's all defensive first team, all defensive second team, all rookie first team, and all rookie second team. So at the end of the season, we end up being the number 1 seed this time, actually, as we do. We did win 58 and 24. So yeah, we had the second best record in the league. Spurs had the best record. Player stats, we had about 22 from Ingram, 21.5 from Barnes. We did take that offensive jump that we needed to. We had 21 from Darius Garland. So yeah, offense definitely looked better. 14 from Sobonis, so not much from him, but that's fine. We already had a guy stepping up. We didn't really need him to score, I guess. 11 from Gritty Dig. We had 9 from Colin Murray Boyles, 8 from Sandro, 8 from Aldisumu, 5 from Shed, 4 from Babaji, 4 from Mogbo. So definitely want to upgrade that bench, though. But it's okay. We're actually so Dig he played a lot better this season. Average 11.37% from 3, but We'll shrink our rotation down to probably like an 8 man. But in round one, we do have the Cleveland Cavaliers, the team we just made a trade with in the offseason with Darius Garland. So they're starting Bennett, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Tyson, Mobley, Allen. Quickly is now in Cleveland. He's averaging 13 points for them. He's coming off the bench, though, interestingly enough. They have Whitmore, and that's all they gave. I think that's all I gave them really was quickly. I guess on their team right now, all I gave them is quickly. I gave them battle, but I don't see him on the team. Bryce James is literally in Cleveland, so interestingly enough, we're going to beat them at 5, though, to play the Miami Heat. So he'd have Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Norm Powell, Khalil Ware, Bam Adebayo, Jakob Jonas, Pell Larson, Jovic, Drew Smith, Carter Knox. Also, I heard that the Heat are holding out to maybe get Giannis at the deadline. They can actually get John Morant right now if they wanted to. The Bucks could as well. The Bucks are cooked though, so I wouldn't even suggest that for them. But he are missing Hami Yaquez for this, lower right leg stress fracture. He was a really good player for them. They're missing Andrew Wiggins on a torn hamstring. Wow, okay, he'll be out 4 to 6 weeks. So two brutal injuries. Two of their forwards are out. So we'll see what happens here against the Heat. We are going to go ahead and beat them in 6 to play the Detroit Pistons. We've been able to stay healthy throughout the playoffs, which I love. So, yeah, right now we're still a really healthy team. Going by the starting pick is fine. Now we got the Detroit Pistons to go to the NBA Finals. So, Cade, Lou Dort, Asar, Ron Holland, Duran Stewart, Dennis Jenkins, Malik Monk, Sasser, Paul Reed, and then they are fully healthy. So, I mean, this will be tough. Cade Cunningham's going to be hard to play. Game 1, we'll go to Detroit. Game 2, they're going to go win that one too. We're going to be down 3-0, and we are down 3-1 to this Pistons team as a fully healthy team. So not great. Don't love that. We can come back down 3-0. We could maybe win this game in Toronto and see what happens. But so far, it is a close. No, it's not close. The Pistons are going to run with this. We're going to lose to the Pistons. We made it all the way to the conference finals, but couldn't get it done as the Spurs won on the championship. Falls with on a win. So were we even beating the Spurs? I don't know. But we'll go straight into the draft lotteries. Our pick actually goes to the Sacramento Kings this year. It won't be a good pick, though. It'll be pick 29. So they can have that for all I care. Darko will probably keep him. Got to the conference finals. If we got eliminated like in round 1, we would have maybe considered firing him, but he did get us far. So we don't have a pick. Like I said, we go straight to team of player options this time, as we have Ingram declining. Colin Murray, Bowles, and Boozer will accept, but Ingram is obviously somebody we want back. Mogbo, Shed, and then Gritty Dick, which we're going to extend all 3 of those guys. Brandon Ingram is somebody we'll resign, obviously. Gritty Dick is somebody I also do want back as well. He might be a little expensive, though. I do want him back, though. So $25 million. When it gets to a 4-year deal, so $25.5 million for 4 years, he will sign this. Jamal Shed come back on his qualifying offer, honestly. Mogbo is somebody I would want back a qualifying offer as well. Abaji has been good depth for us. So like I said, I don't mind him back at all. So we'll sign those guys, and we'll hope some other guys come back in their qualifying offer. So we're good on that. But what do we got now? So we got Garland, Boozer. So we might need a new backup point guard. Brandon, so we need a backup small forward. So backup small forward, backup point guard, and backup centers. We have some holes in this bench we need to figure out. So who was our backup small forward last year? I don't even know. But we could, like I said, Shed is still here to come back as qualifying offer as a backup guard. I think Mobo, somebody do want to bring back long term, though, low key. He could be a backup center for us that can develop. So I'm actually going to offer him a 4-year deal. So I think he's going to be our backup center next year. Babaji will be power forward depth, and we need a backup small forward. So once we sign Mo, we'll still have the cast base, which I think so. So we still have some guys we can sign. So Mogbo is going to sign, right, bro? Well, like I said, we could sign DiVincenzo, which he wouldn't be a bad option. Ben Simmons. Let me just bring in Jonathan Mogbo. Thank you. So we have that rolling for us. So now it's just back on small forward and point guard. I think we should worry about back on small forward more. So Eldama is here. He could play small forward for us. We can use our MLE on him, but we got Kuzma, Barlow, Derrick Jones, Minot. Got both the Champagne brothers just sitting here. Got Okoro as well. I mean, I don't know. Krejci. I think I'd have interest in Champagne. He's not really much of a. Actually, he has a B plus per defense. What do I mean? What do I mean? So I think we go after Champagne, or I got like Zion James here, 6'5", catch and shoot type of guy, I guess. But I think I'm gonna go after Champagne. So Julian Champagne on a minimum. Can't go wrong on that. Then I'll look. Yeah, Ben Simmons is not playing basketball right now, but you can't tell me he wouldn't be a good fit off the bench for this team. He'd be another defensive wing. He can't shoot, but it would be a really good addition for this team. As maybe want to get a shooter in DiVincenzo instead. Got like Scottie Pippen down here as well. I'm gonna go after DiVincenzo on like a 2-year deal as well. So we're trying to fill out this bench. So DiVincenzo, and then we'll get Julian Champagnie. We're gonna renounce these. So I guess we can have Shed back for depth purposes. He'll be the 13th guy, and then the 14th guy will be determined, I guess. So yeah, Shed will come back. Just up 1 overall. Ingram is up. As you can see, I did push Sabonis' peak and age down. So this video can have some shelf life because he regresses fast. Garland is up. Grady Dick is up 4. He's developing amazing. I'm not going to lie. Colin Murray Bowles is up 3. The rest of the team looks pretty good. Shed is up 1. Caden Boozer is up 3. So I guess we didn't really need DiVincenzo if we were going to have Shed be the backup. But last of the bench looks good. I'm fine with that. Unfortunately, Mobo didn't develop like I wanted him to, but it's okay. We can live with it. We'll down this 2028 draft class. The rotation will look, no different. Probably literally the exact same. There's a couple guys in and out that weren't here last year. Power ranking lands is 8th. Your Provinci is a balanced system. You got Garland, Dick, Ingram, Barnes, Sabonis, Murray Boyle, DeSumo, DiVincenzo, and then 10th and 9th guy. It will be Mogbo instead of Shed this time. So Mogbo will get him, be the backup center. We could trade for backup center as well, somebody better than Mogbo, but I'm fine with this. I'll see y'all at the end of the season. Antetokounmpo in a Warrior jersey. Warriors fans like to see that. He wins the MVP. Baba wins Rookie Year for the Nuggets. 6 men going to Baba as well. Okay. Defensive player going to William. Offensive player going to Rob Dillingham. Clutch player going to Randall. Coach, you're going to Mitch Johnson. Xavier going to Walt Bolton. And big MVP going to Scotty Barnes. Here's an All-NBA first team. Paul Banchero made it with a torn MCL, though. But at the end of the season, we finished off as the number 1 seed once again, so we're not slowing down. 61-21, second best record in the league. Player stats, we had about 21 from Barnes, 20 from Ingram, 19 from Garland, 16 and 10 from Sabonis. So way better team from Sabonis. 12 from Dick, 11 from Colin Murray, 10 from DiVincenzo. The bench definitely got better with DiVincenzo averaging 10. DeSumo basically averaging 10, 6 from Champagnie, 5 from Shed. Our three-point shooting get a lot better. Just to check. So Garland shooting at 47%. We have a bunch of guys shooting at 40% from 3. We have, Sabonis shooting good. Everybody in this lineup is shooting good from 3, which is amazing. Mogbo is not our long-term option at backup center, unfortunately. He's just not that good. But we're not fully healthy. We're just about healthy. We'll go 9-man rotation. But okay. We have the Miami Heat. So Jonas, Wallace. I want to see our offensive rating and defensive rating. I haven't checked that in a minute. So offensive rating, did it get better? We're 5th offensively now, and then we're 5th defensively. So that's amazing. Against the Miami Heat, we are going to go ahead and... How do we lose in 6, bro? Sabonis got hurt, but that's really it. It was DiVincenzo really are everything off the bench. No, we lost to this team? Freak! Whatever, man. I didn't understand how we just lost like that. But that's 2K for you. Kind of pissed me off. But all right, guess let's go to next season. Do we have a pick in this draft? I've seen us project. Oh, we have actually 14 from the Hawks. So the Cavaliers really gave us this pick. That's crazy. I want to say they gave us this. I'm pretty sure they did. So yeah, Cavaliers, you messed up. You guys give me Garland in a lottery pick. So we'll take it. We'll draft with it. Do we fire Darko after that? I'm considering it. I'm not going to lie. Really bad season. I think there's some good head coaches. I think we do. I think I'm going to fire Darko and go after somebody different. That low-key was a bad first-round exit. Imagine I wouldn't mind getting Nick Nurse back in, back in Toronto. We don't have much money to offer, though. So Quinn Snyder would not be a bad option. I'll offer him even more money. And then Charles Lee has better ratings and stuff. Jordan Ott, when he brought this Suns team, I feel like he can be a candidate for us. And then we'll offer Chris Finch as well. Which one are we going to be able to get? So it's either Jordan Ott or Quinn Snyder. I think I'll go after Quinn Snyder. He looks a better batted in ratings and stuff. So heading into draft night here, we have the 14th picks. We got Ryan Hampton, Alex Costanza, Dusty. Okay. So I think we choose between probably Ryan or Alex. So Ryan has all-star ceiling. Ceiling is Andre Iguodala. Okay. And then Alex Costanza has all-star ceiling as well. He's 6'8", he is 6'6". So I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're both small forwards. Obviously, we could use one off the bench. So I mean, I guess since Ryan Hampton is ranked higher, even though Costanza is a lot bigger than him with the higher height and stuff like that, and wingspan. I don't know. What do we take more? Do we take probably the more? So his is inside scoring, mid-range shooting, and playmaking. His is playmaking, three-point shooting, and perimeter defense. I think since Ryan Hampton is honestly more ranked up here, I think I'll go with him to Ryan Hampton. Hopefully I didn't make the wrong decision. With my late first, I will go ahead and take Jalil Bethea from Alabama. So let's see. Our guy was at 74. Costanza was at 74. So either way, we didn't pass up at all. So yeah, both of you guys, welcome to the team. Murray, welcome back. Shed. I mean, I don't really want Jamal Shed back at this point. I just want to get a better center off the bench. So Sabonis has offers, but he'll remain with our team. Garland has offers, but he'll also remain with our team. And then I'm gonna move on from all these guys you can see off the bench. I'll move on from every single one of those guys. And I'm gonna see if I can trade for somebody that can come off the bench for us. Actually, let's say we get signed and trade Jamal Shed, but it's too late for that now. I'm about to make a trade for somebody. We'll see who it is. I'm gonna see if I can get Nick Claxton in this team. I'm gonna offer Jamal Shed and Mogbo Bethea in our 2029 pick to get Nick Claxton. He'd be a great rim protector off the bench for Sabonis, and they agree. So great trade there to get Claxton. I still want to get a third string center as well. Maybe some extra depth as well off the bench. So that's what I'll try to get, some depth off the bench. So Trey Mann could be a good scorer for us to come off the bench. I completely forgot about Jalen Hood Shafino, bro. Keon Ellis, sure, some defense, sub in, somebody gets fouled out or whatever. Third string center is gonna be it doesn't really matter too much, honestly. We can go after mobile and play in the G League right now. Might as well give him an opportunity. Then somebody like Isaac Okoro. So there's some depth, guys that can come in for us. So that should be good. If we can sign one more player, I guess, for good depth. And then I guess we can go after like Trey Jones. Sure, just signing depth off the bench. We'll call that an off-season play progression. Barnes going up, Garland going up, Sabonis going up, Dick Grizzly going up, Murray is going up. We got Claxton going up too, Lutuma's going up, even Chendo's going up, and Ella's going up. So like I said, nobody's going down. We're going to assume last year was a fluke, which I think it was. We're going to blame the whole thing on Darko and then hope Quinn Snyder leads us to a championship. It would suck to not win a championship with a team as talented as this one, honestly. We have a bunch of good players in this team. We've been the one seed for 2 straight years. Losing in round one is a major setback. We had to hold somebody accountable, and it was our coach. So running a perimeter-centric system, we could be 4.5, 5.5 star running balanced system. So we'll change his preferred system. Quinn Snyder prefers him to balanced system, since that would be the best thing that we could run. So preferred system, I'm going to change that to balance. Your rotation is going to be Garland, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Sabonis, Colin Murray Boyles, Nick Claxton, Al DeSumo, DiVincenzo, and Trey Jones. That's going to be the last guy off the bench. We could just run a 9-man rotation at that point. So we'll do something like that, and I'll see you guys at the end of the or in the playoffs. I'll see you guys in the playoffs. At the extension deadline, and Brandon Ingram's out for 1 to 2 months. Scotty Barnes is out for this season with a dislocated right patella. And then, Grady Dick is out for a month, 6 to 8 weeks with a torn MCL, bro. This season's over. We're missing Scotty Barnes with the season. This season's over. We're missing the whole team is injured for basically a month or the season. So I'm not gonna lie. I want to see how this rotation looks. But I'm still gonna offer DeSumo an extension. I'm gonna offer Barnes an extension, even though he's injured. And then I'm going to offer, well, it doesn't look good right now, but it's the only guys you can offer. So we're still winning some games without them. We're 45 and 17. The rotation right now is Garland. They're going to have to carry this scoring load. DeSumo, Isaac Okoro, Colin Murray, Sabonis, Claxton, DiVincenzo, Trey Jones, Keon Ellis. I'm glad we signed that depth because we desperately needed it. So, yep, we'll see how this season goes. Through Minyama wins the MVP, CJ Roser Rookie of the Year, but I don't see us winning this championship without Scotty Barnes, unfortunately. It's just how it is right now. Maybe some guys came back from injury, though. We finished ourselves the 1 seed. We definitely fell the standings a little bit. We still managed to get the 1 seed though by 1 game. Player stats, we had about 20, 25 from, he was having a career year too, man. 25 from Barnes, 21 from Ingram, as he is actually going to play through a torn handling, which is great. He's going to play through this. He's going to play 21 from Garland, 17 from Sabonis. We had about 15 from Murray Bowles with 10 rebounds, 1 steal, and a block. So he was starting. He's starting right now for Scotty Barnes. He's gotten literally better every year. He's deserving of a bag in the offseason. 13 from DiVincenzo. We did have guys step up. Dick still out 1 to 2 more weeks. 10 from Desumu, 8 from Claxton, 7 from Okoro. So he'll be starting in the playoffs. So this will definitely be interesting. Perhaps we'll have Ingram back just in time. We'll go 8-man rotation. We'll shrink the bench utilization down to a 24. We're gonna need all the starter help we can get at this point. Ingram will be. I mean, Ingram's bad. I mean, Barnes won't be coming back. Gray Dick will be back soon. Okay, I can roll with that. We got the Hawks in round 1. The Alexander Walker, Daniel Ricochet, Jalen Johnson, O'Connell, Koa P. This will be hard. I'm not, it's not under our possibility for us to at least get maybe to round 2 or 3. I don't think we're a championship team without him, but we'll never know. Levine's actually washed. The light was hurt. It's been in Boston Junior out for 4 to 6 weeks. But against the Hawks, we are going to go ahead and beat them in 7 still. So that's great. Grady Dick ended up coming back, averaging 8 points, shooting 14% from 3, though. But he needs some time to get back. He is back. That's all that matters at this point, is to get our guard back in the rotation. So I guess it looks a little better. We're just missing Barnes at this point, but we got Milwaukee in round 2. Carter, Drake Powell, De Silva. They have Zion. I don't think this team is good. I mean, Zion is averaging 40-2 in the playoffs right now and 30 on this season. He's absolutely carrying their team. Oh, they have Keontae George. Actually, this team isn't bad. Keontae George on this team. He's out for 1 to 2 weeks with a broken hand. I think we should be able to beat them without Keontae George. It's tied 2-2. They're up 3-2. Is he back? He is. Probably why. Keontae George has returned in these last 2 games. Well, around 3-2. We'll see if we can go ahead and potentially, make this comeback. You never know. But it was down 3-2. We're going to Milwaukee. If we win this game, I would be confident winning in Toronto, Canada. But unfortunately, they're going to come back at the end and win. So it just wasn't possible without Barnes, unfortunately. We're probably going to have to go 1 to 2 more years left on this rebuild. But it sucks. Barnes had to get hurt like that. But we'll be back next year, 100%. Draft lottery, staff signing. Not blame this on Quinn Snyder at all. Just just unfortunate injury luck. Ingram was playing literally. I mean, he has a cut in the head, but I want to say he was playing through injury as well. He wasn't even fully healthy. So once we get Barnes back, we'll be back to being a championship contender. We don't have a pick in this draft. We have a 2nd-round pick. They drafted me. Don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to 2-way you, bro. No team player options, qualifying offers. Murray Boyles, another guy we're going to have to pay a lot of money to. He has an offer coming in from the Nets. We're supposed to go ahead and match that. So we'll match that 100%. So we'll match that from the Nets. I kind of DiVincenzo was good for us. We can bring back quickly after his contract expired with the Cavaliers. But I think I kind of want DiVincenzo. He was good for us. I mean, like I said, we can just have him back. We can sign Trey Murphy for us to come off the bench. We don't really need him, though. Actually, he could be a solid wing for us off the bench. The fact that he's here is insane. We got, Laravia, though, Chris Murray. I don't think you could pass up on Trey Murphy's production off the bench at all. So there's some damn good free agents here for cheap. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, definitely think you have to go up. If Trey Murphy is here, you can't pass up on him. So I'm going to offer Trey Murphy a deal as well as, so we get those 2 guys. Trey Murphy will be our backup small forward. So we have that role for us. So we'll have to take that. We need a backup power forward now. Other than that, wait, did Murray Bulls not come back? Swear we didn't match his contract, bro. I literally matched it. That's actually the dumbest thing ever. I'm going to go back. I matched the contract. Did I not accept it? But as you can see, I was bringing him back. I thought it said accept when it saying decline. I was going to bring him back, so I don't care. I'm just bringing him back. Sue me. I don't care anymore. I I'm bringing him back. I was going to get him back anyway. So we have a full rotation. We'll sign freaking, anybody at this point. So give me Kelly Oubre, and then we'll call this an offseason, I guess. Everything just looks the same. Scotty Barnes will be healthy start the season, which is great. Oubre's going down. That's about it. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. MVP, Tony Garma, rookie of the year. But at the end of the season, we finished off as number one seed. This has to be the season, man. 56 and 26 in the season. Player stats, we got about 25 from Scotty Barnes. He played all 82. He's healthy. 20 from Ingram. He's healthy. 19 from Garland. He only played 42, but he's healthy. That's all that matters. 16 from Sobonis. 13 from Sobonis. 11 from Grady Dick. The only guy's injured right now is Nick Claxton, and it's a ruptured Achilles out for the season. Great. Without our backup center, we don't have a third string center, so we'll just have to play without him. We'll go 9-man. We had the Orlando Magic around, so Suggs. Somebody was considering in the video, obviously. I'm happy with Darius Garland, though. Richardson, Franz Wagner, Paolo, Marino, Black, Grimes, Chris Murray, and they are fully healthy. So against the Orlando Magic, we are going to go ahead and, oh my gosh! I'll run it back one more year. What the bro? All right, here are the awards for the final season, but we finish off as the number one seed once again. We've been the best team in the East for so long. Just freaking, I don't know what, be so bad in the playoffs, man. We're fully healthy once again. Here's your player stats. Murphy is, I guess he fractured his arm. Other than that, we're good, bro. We're good. Offensive rating, we're number one. Defensive rating, I guess it decreased down to 17. Whatever. But didn't change anything in the offseason at all. Hampton developed, I guess, but that's mostly it. Gonna go 8-man, and we got the Orlando Magic in round one. If we lose once again in round one, I might just rage quit off this, bro. We are gonna go ahead and beat them in 4. We're gonna sweep them. They'll play the Knicks. So Brunson, Mikal, Declan, Duru, Lopez, Karl-Anthony Towns, Malik Thomas, OG Anunoby is injured for them. He is out for about 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, he'll return though. Against the Knicks, we're gonna sweep them. Now we got the Pistons, which is the team I was kind of ducking, but whatever. Kate Cunningham, Tari Eason, Michael Porter Jr., JT Toppin, Dalen Dern, Trevor. This can't be their team, right? They're hurt. They're not injured, actually. This is how their team looks like. Okay. I don't think their bench is good either. I mean, we'll see. They're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. Wait, it's not over. Hold on. It's 3-2. I thought it was. That's why I kept stopped talking. Murray Bowles is injured. Please tell me it's not a big injury. It is, and he's still going to play through it, but this sucks, man. Absolutely sucks. Well, being on 3-2, heading into Detroit is not a good feeling, but we have the lead right now. If we hold on to this, we are going to a Game 7 in Toronto. So let me get my hopes back up, man. We're about to come back and beat them. We did force the Game 7, so all we're going to do is one more game. We're going to the finals. We might have just completed a 3-0 comeback to go play the Spurs. We'll see. We're in Toronto as well. It's a close game so far. The Pistons have held the lead, though. We're going to take it back on the 4th, and we are going to run away with it. And just like that, 117-96, we completed a 3-0 comeback to go to the NBA Finals. The Pistons are angry right now at their team. But just like that, we got the Spurs. The Spurs have Harper, Castle, Nicholas, Jeremy Sohan, Wemby. It's going to be tough to play this guy. He's been winning MVP after MVP after MVP, and they are not missing anybody, and we are not missing anybody either. Well, here we go. We finally made it to the finals, and the Spurs are here to await us. I'm going to go game by game on this one. I'm going to hop in the Simcast, and then we might be losing game 1, I'm not going to lie. Although we make it close at the end, we just can't take the there we go. And then just like that, I'm going to take game 1. 1-3, 2-1, 26. I was waiting for us to take the lead. We took it, and they took it back again. They held it. We took it back, and then it just kept going like that. But in game 2 in San Antonio, once again, the Spurs might not mess around this game, and they're now. It was close at first. They had us in the first half, but in the second half, they completely dominated. Okay. Tied up 2-2. Tied up 1-1 heading into Toronto. So the best case scenario, honestly, what I want to do is at least win one game in San Antonio, and we're able to do that. And we're gonna win game 3, 96-94. And just like that, win by 2. We're up 2-1 with another game in Toronto. Like I said. If we can go up 3-1, because we have momentum on our side in our home court, it's a close game right now. The Spurs might win this though. They are 119-108. It's tied 2-2, heading back in San Antonio once again. So heading back in San Antonio, they do have momentum. They're gonna have the lead right now, and they're gonna blow us out. So we're gonna go down 3-2 to this Spurs team. They're just gonna dominate this one, man. Not the best game. Well, we're down 3-2, heading back into Toronto. like I said, I don't even know if this matters at this point, but it is gonna be another blowout. So never mind. We couldn't stand a chance against the Spurs. We had them, we competed, then we just didn't compete. We lost to Wemby and the Spurs fully healthy, basically. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. It sucks how it ended. You guys think Sabonis would be a good fit in Toronto? Comment down below what you guys think. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.